Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. Welcome to my channel, everybody. So hopefully you tuned in to see another alternative. Now this is a fun fold and I don't want this one to scare you. There is a lot of cutting. I have an idea in my head to do a simpler version of this card. Anyways, this is video number 22, alternative for January 2024. That's the whiteboard business out of the way. And oops, it's upside down. This is the instruction sheets that shows you got 4 of this one, 4 of that one, and 4 of this. The QR code, a visual of everything in the kit, and the coordinating colors. Now I'm trying to move this along. This shows you what the stamp sets were. The stamp set was for the kit. You can see I've got a whole bunch of stuff here. So I do have a somewhat of a sample to show you. Let me get it done. This is, forgot what they called this. I saw this on Pinterest, and her version by a Debbie Henderson is what I saw this, and it was with the little pansies. However, I'm having trouble with this piece here, and I'm trying to figure out a way to change this fold up. But for now, I'm going to do it, and I've got everything prepped for it and my idea in my head. So this just gives you an idea of the fold, and it does fit in regular envelope. So I'm going to set the fold over there just in case you guys know if something happens. So this is going to be in a clear envelope. So I have my address mailer, which is just printer paper. It is 4 by 5 1/4. I'm going to keep that in there for the moment. And what do we need? So you need a card base that is 5 1/2 by 8 1/4. I'm going to score it and cut it with you at 1, 2, 3, 5 1/4, 6 1/4, and 7 1/4. And what I am going to do, I'm going to score it 1, 2, 3, take it out, flip it, and do 1, 2, 3. That was that's simple. I'm going to walk you through on how you cut it, because you are going to make a mark. You can see my little pencil marks trying to figure out. So you're going to make a mark. This is the 1 inch and the 3 inch score line. You're going to come down 1 inch and make a mark. You're going to come down 2 inches and make a mark. You're going to come down to 3 3/4 and make a mark. And where's the other one? Hit 1, 2, 3. There's the ruler. Let's see, just because apparently I didn't write that down. 1, 2, 3 3/4 and 4 1/2 right there. So I'm just going to write this. This is the 1 inch, the 2 inch, the 3 3/4 mark there. And this is the 4, and what did I say? Oh my goodness. 4 1/2. 4 1/2 inch mark. Now you are going to do that on, this is the 1 inch score line here. This is the 3 inch. You're going to make those marks on both sides, and then you cut from this mark to this mark, this one to this one, and you're going to repeat that on the 5 1/4 inch score mark to the 7 1/4, or flip it over and do the 1, 2, 3. What do I have to go with this? Well, we're using this large square from the kit. I'm using the largest of the Brilliant Wing butterflies in Highland Heather and white, and we're going to do stamping, of course, on that one. I also have a piece that is 2 by 5 1/4. Yes, I wrote it down here for the back. And then we have a whole bunch of little squares. So we have 16 that are 3/4 by 3/4. You have 2 strips. I didn't mark this one down, did I? So you have 2 strips. Cut to 3/4 of an inch by 5 1/4. I might have that somewhere else, but you'll need 2 of those. And then you need 4 that are 3/4 by 1 1/4. Now I want you to take a look at those. Can you tell me which ones that I stamped with the little blotchy stamp and which one is from the card base? No, not really. So I'm using the blotchy stamp right here from June 2022's Paper Pumpkin stamp set. And I think I'm going to use the sayings from that one as well. So let's get on with all of this. And I'm going to scooch. Let me show you. Those are the white ones. Those are my ones that I made. Scooch that aside. We don't need that or the butterfly, and I don't even need the bone folder at the moment. So we are going to do our cutter. Now I'm going to show you something. The Stampin' Up! Trimmer, it has this guide ruler here on the side. We are going to be utilizing it this way for cutting. But first we're going to score. And I told you it scores at, remember that dark blade is the one we do not want. So we're going to score at 1, 2, and 3 on both ends of this paper. So, oops, let's get it in the track. 1, 2, and 3. Nice, easy, steady pressure there. All 3 of them. 1, 2, and 3, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Now this is where I'm going to take it out, turn it, and I'm going to repeat again. So 1, 2, and 3. Go to 2. 1, 2, and 3, and go to 3. 1, 2, 3. Now, you don't have to go, I'm going to put in the direction to make the mark and cut to cut, but I'm going to show you that you don't have to. So let's, hopefully everything is in here. What you do need to do is put this in and you can see right here, right? This is where we're cutting, but we're putting it in this way to make our cuts. So we're going to go put this in at 1 inch. If I can find 1 inch, let's do it this way. Let's use this 1 inch because it's easier. So there's my 1 inch mark. Don't feel bad. You can still make your little marks at 1 inch and come down 1 inch and then 2. So here's my 1 inch mark. Now I'm going to lift this up. I'm going to bring this down to the side of my guide ruler. Oops, I don't want that moved. To 1 inch. Then I'm going to pop it down, push down, and I'm going to slide it over to 3. So here's 3 right here. So if I have this ruler here, this is what I'm looking at on this ruler is the 1, 2, and 3. So now I'm going to pick this up using my thumb. I'm going to slide it down to 5 1/4, push down, and slide it over to 7 1/4. So hopefully you guys can see. Oops, maybe not. I'm going to have to, it's done. Let me scoot it in so you guys can see it. So 7 1/4, right? It went a little past. It's going to do okay. So now I'm going to turn it this way because it'll be easier to see. And I'm going to move it to 2 inches. Now I'm going to move up the ruler this time. So let me show you. Here's my ruler, right? So I'm moving up, upsy-daisy. Let's get this on the 2 inch mark. There we have it. It's at the 7 1/4 inch mark here. Now I'm going to slide up to 5 1/4. In the ruler, I realized that ruler is upside down. I'm going to pop it up again, slide it now to the 3 inch mark. And I know you guys can't see it, but it's right here on the ruler. Pop it down, push down, and slide it up to the 1-inch mark on the side of the ruler. So let's try to do it again. Pop this all the way up. You can see my 2 marks. I'm going to turn it around. So I'm going to try to do the 1-inch mark. I got more to hold on to on this end. So there's the 1-inch mark, right? Let's try to put this ruler so you guys can see. If I can pick it up, that would be nice. So there's my ruler. This is what's on the side right here of this guide ruler. So I just want to get it straight. So it's there. I'm just going to hold on to it. Now I'm not going to drop it down. I'm using my hand here to hold on to this, right? I'm going to slide this to the 1-inch mark that is indicated right here. And there's these little tiny grooves in this cutting blade here and here that tell me where I'm at. So now I'm going to drop it down, pop, and I'm going to slide it to 3. It's at 3. I'm going to pop my ruler up. I'm going to slide it to 5 1/4. Pop it down and slide to 7 1/4. Pop it up. There we go. You heard the pop. Now I'm going to go to 2 inches right there. Now I'm going to work up the ruler because it's already, well, it moved a hair. There's 7 1/4. Pop it down. I'm going to 5 1/4, which is right here. I'm going to pop this up again and go to the 3, which is right there. Pop it down and slide up to the 1-inch mark in the center of this. This is where that mark is. Now we have all of our bits done, so we can get on with our card. But I need to drop that off. Otherwise, I won't find it when I need it. It's not good for me to not put things back. So that's what we've done. At 1, 2, 3 3/4, and 4, we marked on the ruler. We slid across. It was just easier this way. Now we're going to score. So you guys just score it all the way over. So you just want to score it. I do it this way. I score it all one direction, and then I can worry about where I want things in a minute. So I'm still folding it into the same direction. I'm just being a little mindful of all those little cuts I made. Fold that one back if you want. I just really want it there. Fold it the right way. So now that I have it all folded that way, I know that this center piece is going to pop up. See that? See, this is going to pop up. So now I'm going to fold back on those 2 score lines, because I know those pop up. So it's kind of looking like it, right? Here we go. So this one is going to pop up this way. Top is going to go up. That one's going to stay down. The center is going to move forward. The next one is going to stay back, and this one is going to pop that way. Now I'm going to score all of those on one side. I'm going to turn it around and do those 2 little ones. Okay, and now we're going to repeat this again. Top is going to come forward. This back one, second one is going to stay back. The third panel is going to pop forward. The fourth is going to stay back, and that fifth panel is going to pop forward. Now I'm going to score. Well, score. I'm going to, what is it, burnish, whatever. I'm going to crease it all really good with the bone folder. Yes, I am. So that is our fold. Okay. So let's get to decorating this. Now, my nails are going to make this a bit of a pain. But we're not doing any stamping on anything right away. We're just going to place all of these. Now, these are the card base, a scrap piece. These little ones I made with the little blotchy stamp. So we are going to take these and add some glue to them. And then I'm going to put them where they belong, which is one on this panel here. Oops. I love the wiggle room of the wet glue. It's just my preference. So there we go. Now the fun part, right, is gluing all of these little tiny pieces in place. Now these little odd ones, which are 1 1/4 by 3/4 of an inch, go in the center panel. So those are going in the center. These are the ones I made because I wasn't going to cut up a card base. Not when I could make just that little bit that was needed. So let's get the other two. Lots of little squares here. Hopefully that will hold it down. My finger in the middle of it. So there's that one. And this one. All right, so now all these have to have a little square. You could get away with not putting them in the middle, but for me, I wanted all of them to have a little panel piece. So that's what I'm doing. And you guys can fast forward right through this. If I could edit, guys, I would fast forward doing all of these little squares. So I apologize. I can't do that. I think it's just that it's just not in me to even figure it out. I like doing my videos and then loading them up. Dinner is coming and I'd like to get, oh no, am I going to need more? We are going to need some more little pieces. So now you guys get to see how I make them. Look at that. I thought I had made 16. Apparently I did not. Because you need 4, 4, 4, and 4. So I did enough for one side. My mistake. So what I will do is stamp. It's just an opportunity to show you what I've done. We will just stamp a sheet and then I will cut it up. So it doesn't take too long. So let's see. We don't want that one. We have this little bit of scrap, which I'm going to come here. Here's my blotchy image. This is from the June 2021's kit. And I'm going to stamp off and overlap it. Stamp off, turn, stamp off. Overlap some. That overlapping is what really gives it that image that is on those cards. So that's why I am really overlapping it. I don't want it dark and I'm not switching up colors. This is all gorgeous grape, but I am just stamping off and I'm not sure. Let's just do a little bit more. And see if this will cover what I need done. You can turn it. You can always add more, but you cannot take it away. So let's see if that will do what we need. So I'm going to bring in the guillotine. I need 8 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 squares. So here's 1/4 of an inch. There's another 1/4 of an inch. And I think we'll have it. scoot that one out. 3/4 of an inch. Looks like we might need to stamp a little bit there, which is fine. Oh, we're not done. So where's my stamp? All I'm doing is huffing on it. I just want a little bit more in this area. There. I'm happy now. I'm just a little picky sometimes. Oh, we need to do the 3/4 of an inch. So you put it in here. That's at 3 1/4. So come back 3/4 of an inch and cut. Come back 3/4 of an inch and cut. And 3/4 of an inch is right there. And there's my 3/4 of an inch. Looks like I only needed 2 strips. So there's 4. Let's do it again. This is 3/4. This is 3 1/4. I don't know why I'm being so picky. So there's 1 square. There's 3/4 of an inch. Can you guys even see it? Because I got the camera zoomed in for what we were doing earlier. And there's 3/4. All right. I have a little extra strip. We'll just set that aside. So let's get all of these little squares glued in place. Two. It's sticking to me. It did not want to release. Yeah, this is a lot of cutting and gluing. I know some of you may be like, oh, don't want to do that. But the effect is very, very pretty. My problem is I didn't like the centerpiece being not as equal in size. And so that's what I am working on. Trying to figure out how I can change it up visually for myself. I think that is a little bit of berry burst, which you could have added to it, but I'm not. I don't need it to be. These are just going to be on the side. Like so. So the center ones are back. Now you can see the effect on camera of what we're doing, and it folds down just like so. So now, what else are we going to do? Glad you asked, right? We are going to use that same blotchy stamp on our butterfly. Yes, we are. We're going to use this stamp too in a minute, but where's the blotchy stamp? Stamp off. I'm just adding a little bit of color on my butterfly. And you guys may not really see the effect, but trust me, it's there. Now what I'm going to come and do and go full strength in the gorgeous grape in the center. So you do it here and here. When you set that on the butterfly, you'll see that effect that it has. Now I am going to bring in, just because, oh, I really need to ink this. You can see the clearness of it. So I'm going to stamp off and stamp on that wing. Stamp off, stamp, stamp off. Just covering, getting a little bit more detail on the actual butterfly. So let's glue our butterfly together. Don't want that big one. glue was spewing out of this earlier. So down the center, down the sides, just wherever you can tuck a little wet glue, do so. You do need a little on those little side bits and a hair of a little bit on the antennae, and then I'm going to pop my butterfly down on its corresponding piece of Highland Heather. So there's my big, gorgeous, beautiful butterfly. Now this piece, oh, I just got ink. That's okay, my butterfly. I need to use hand sanitizers. I wonder my hand sanitizer. I tell myself that every time I do it. Every single time. I know why. So blotchy stamp again. We are going to go here. Stamp off. I'm going to go here. Now, since it was a full one, I'm going to repeat that over here. Not again, though. But, oh, my ink pad's getting a workout with this set. So I'm going to come here. It's a full image there. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to do a little huffing on it. And I can see I got little bits of stuff on my ink pad. Little paper bits or something. Stamp off on. Stamp off, and let's do a full one here, because then I can stamp another partial one directly there. I'm gonna put a little bit here. Stamp off, stamp on, because I'm not going to cross the line on my stamp, and just a little bit right there. So that's going in the center. That's what all of that was about. Here is my gorgeous, gorgeous butterfly. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But we need a little bit of stamping here, and I want this full strength. I just wanted, I want to make sure that's really nice and inked. So I want this to come here. Give it a minute. I want it really nice and dark, just like that. Oh, yes. Yes. Inking me up as well. Now I'm going to do the same thing over here. Really nice and dark. Turn it this way because I want to come in. I guess I could fold that over so I don't get any on it there. Give it a second. Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm going to open her up. Fold her back. Now I need to look at it. Always look at your projects, guys. That is really, really pretty. I could add, let's see, my big butterfly is going here. I could add a few of the flowers, yes, in the corners. So full strength, just the tip. Not sure if one of those will be seen. No, I'm not going to add any more. Now, I wanted to add the sentiment. Let's see, This is going here. And I think I really like that. You can do thanks, or you can do you're amazing. And I'm wondering, where is my kitten caboodles of stuff? I wonder if you're amazing will fit on this piece. Ooh, it's going to fit. I might have to do a little backing with trying to make sure I ink that up really well. That is gorgeous. So let's look at our project here for a minute. So this, you're amazing, and our butterfly. I really, really like that. And then I don't want to go too dark on this, so I want to come in holding it down there because I barely want just a little around the edges. Stamp it off. I want a little here, a little there, and then a little bit of this one, full strength, just a couple of those peaks of the petals. That's beautiful. So let's work on what we are going to say here. You can do thanks. What else did we have in the kit? Thanks for everything. You're amazing. Maybe we just... I'm going to do thanks for everything. I am. Full strength. Thanks. I do have to get for everything out of its little spot here. So give me a second. You guys know I'm a little over the Valentine's thing here. So... oh, so nice. And of course, we're going to do the blobby stamp. Stamp off. We're going to come here, stamp off, and do some there. And then we can't forget from the kit, we need the little flowers, full strength. Full strength. Okay, and then, oh, our address label. So before we put our card together, all right, I have the clear envelope. You guys saw me. I put it out here, didn't I? I did. Hold on. That must be an extra one. So here is our pieces that I need the address label. Yeah, we need to do the blobbies. Sorry, guys, but, well, not really sorry, because this is just going to make it all flow together. I'm going to add a little bit more there, turn it, do there, stamp off. Up here, this is where the stamp is going, so I'm just going to go there. And a little bit there. Beautiful. And then you're amazing on the right here. Just because we can, and I probably should have done the flower totally stamped off. Okay, let's put this card together. So our label is in the envelope to go to the addressee. We have our bits and pieces. Maybe we'll do a little bit of ribbon. Let's get this glued to the back before it gets any more extra ink. It's just kissed by me. That's all. Oh, I should have made it a little bit bigger. That's okay. It's all right. I'll have to adjust it by 1/4 of an inch on the directions. This is this piece. This is coming in like so. So what I'm going to do is do a cross here. Squiggly. Squiggly. And then a little there. Dot, 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 dot. Big dots, right? So flatten it out. Because there it is. Whew. Our big butterfly is going to go down here, like so. Our sentiment, you are amazing. I think we need a little something like greenery, something. Let's see what we have, because it is in need of something. Not sure what. We have a little bit of Lost Lagoon that we could add, just like that. Oh, yes, most definitely. Most definitely. I want a little bit of purple, of Gorgeous Grape in there. I'm looking for the Sprig Bunch, guys. It needs, and I'm looking for my little scrap bag that I've been keeping here. So let's see what I have. Will that fit it? Not unless I want to do half pieces, which I can, and then I can put them wherever I want them. And I want a little bit more. Just in case I need more. Just in case we need a little more. So I'm going to add this like right there, definitely. Snip that off, put a little bit like in the center, and this one over there on the side. That's it. So let's get this glued down first. I'm not going to glue all of this down. I'm just going to tack it in some little strategic places because I need to tuck things in and about. So butterfly. This is going to have to come like maybe over the side. So, yes. Maybe extend it a little more. Make our own lavender. Let's see. Put it, this one in the center. This one on the side. Wrong bottle of glue. Yes, I know. It's getting like really, really, really pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. And I do want the fourth one. That was Hank, guys. He's like, I'm starving, but dinner is on the grill. My husband's grilling. And he's not starving. Anything, that kid doesn't, definitely not starving. So, oh, so pretty, pretty, pretty. This I'm having issues with just because it's so, let's see. It is giving me issues because it's so blending in, which I don't like. So maybe if I do a little bit of a curve behind it. I don't know, maybe little, nope, I cannot do any of that. But I can take the stamp pad to it. Just gonna dip it to darken the edges. Make it pop a little bit more. Make it more definition around the edges with a little bit of ink. So my butterfly is going down with glue here and glue on the wings. I want a little bit of that silver, well, purple foil to show. And this is going straight down right here. Because the card goes like so. My little dog's like, I gotta go outside. She's gonna wait just a hair of a second longer because we need to wink Estella everything, right? And put a few gemstones on this, and it's going to be stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning. And the gemstones are locked up. What do I have? I'm looking for the basic, ooh. I think these are going to make it really cool. So those were out of a paper pumpkin. These are iridescent jeweled iridescent rhinestones. So we don't need large ones. We just need like a few here, maybe 5 of these because they are so small. I just want to scatter them around because I don't want the big ones because I got the great big butterfly. 1, 2, 3, and I could put, wonder if I could do a couple of, not sure. Put 3 here. No, I don't know what I was thinking. 1, 2, 3, maybe that's all it needs. Okay, we'll leave it at that, but I'm thinking, you know me, I just can't leave well enough alone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're going to put 5 on this card. So we're going to put 4 here and 5 down here in the corner. Yes. So there we have it. Now it's done. It's finished. Oh, I can go let my little dog out. I hope you guys like it. I do. Ooh, this one needs to come up like so. Cute, different fold of a card. Hopefully I walked it through well enough. Don't worry, we're going to repeat something similar to this. I'm working on it. But this did come out really well. So I hope you guys like it. Let me know if you do. If you would consider giving me a thumbs up if you liked it, I would appreciate that. Comment, as always, to let me know if you liked it, if you think I did a good job on creating the card. I'm interested in all of that and your advice, your tips, and let's share them with each other. So thanks again for watching, and please come back and visit me in my Wonderland. Bye-bye for now.